Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Inner Whisper, your sacred pause to return to yourself. Thank you for being here, for opening the space in your day, and for reminding yourself that you don't have to be running all the time. This is a moment to breathe, to listen to your heart, and to feel accompanied along the way. Today, we continue exploring the power of vulnerability. Today's theme is allowing yourself to ask for help. Maybe you learned to be strong, to carry everything on your own, to not bother anyone with your needs. But deep down, asking for help is not surrender. It's opening a bridge. It's allowing life to support you through others as well. From a very young age, many of us learned that asking for help was a sign of weakness. We were taught to handle it all, to prove that we were strong, to not bother, to not need. And so with time, we built a silent wall, the wall of forced self-sufficiency. But behind that mask, what really existed was fear. Fear of being judged, fear of rejection, fear of hearing no. So we chose silence, carrying everything alone, even when the weight bent our backs. Added to this is something very deep, our eagerness to do everything ourselves. Sometimes we believe that if we don't do it, no one else will do it the same way. Or we think that others won't do it as perfectly as we do. So we rather pile up responsibilities in silence rather than allow ourselves to release and trust. Perfectionism, which seems like a virtue, ends up being an obstacle. It locks us inside the illusion of absolute control and convinces us that depending on someone is a risk. But that demand only leads to exhaustion, loneliness, and the burnout of trying to hold everything with our own two hands. And then the question arises, why is it so difficult for us to ask for help? And I think it's because we confuse vulnerability with weakness, because we fear judgment and rejection, because we were taught that asking is bothering or inconveniencing, because pride whispers that being self-sufficient makes us more valuable, and because we believe that receiving always leaves us indebted. All these beliefs weave together and form an invisible barrier that separates us from the support we need. And the irony is that this barrier doesn't protect us, it isolates us. The soul, however, was never made to live in isolation. We are beings of connection, of reciprocity, of mutual support. Asking for help is building an invisible bridge, not only toward another person, but also toward yourself. Because in recognizing your need, you're honoring your humanity. Allowing someone to help you doesn't make you less, it makes you more real. Opening yourself to support is letting life flow through other arms, other hands, other hearts. It is recognizing that all of us at some point need to be held, just as at other times, we ourselves are the ones holding someone else. Asking for help is an act of humility, yes. But above all, is an act of trust. It is saying, I dare to show my wound because I trust that love exists outside of me, just as it exists within me. And because I know taking this step can feel difficult and be difficult, I want to share with you 3 simple and clear paths to begin opening yourself to support in your daily life. Recognize your need. Before asking for help outwardly, you need to know what you truly need within. Pause and ask yourself honestly, what do I need today? It could be something practical, like I need someone to take me to the doctor, or I need help with a task. Or it could be something emotional. I need a listening ear. I need a hug. I need someone to remind me that I'm not alone. Write it down if you need to. Naming the need makes it real and gives it permission to exist. When you recognize your need, you have already taken the first step toward opening. Then ask for what you need. Maybe you can provide it for yourself or express it to the person who can help you. Choose someone you trust and take the first step. Now think, who can I share this with? It doesn't have to be someone who has all the answers, just someone with whom you feel safe. Could be a lover, a friend, a family member, a colleague, a mentor. Once you know, take a concrete step. Send them a single message. Do you have a moment to talk? It would help me to share what I'm feeling. Or say it in person. Today's a little hard to carry on alone. Would you sit with me? Choose a person and open the door with a small, clear request. Don't expect them to guess what you need. Allow yourself to say it with your words. Practice openness to receiving. Asking for help doesn't end the moment you ask. It also means receiving without resistance. Many times when someone offers support, our first response is, oh, don't worry. No, it's not necessary. I got it, thank you. Practice staying with the yes. If someone listens, let them listen. If someone hugs you, receive the hug with love. If someone offers advice or a helping hand, accept it with gratitude. Receiving is not a debt. It's allowing life to move in both directions. Today you receive. Tomorrow you may be the one to hold someone else. Behind this human act lies very concrete wisdom that science and psychology have also observed. Asking for help activates oxytocin, the bonding hormone that calms stress and strengthens trust. Sharing the load reduces cortisol, the hormone of chronic stress. Reciprocity in help strengthens communities and belonging, essential factors for emotional health. And study shows that those who allow themselves to ask for and receive help are less likely to suffer from depression and show greater resilience in difficult times. Now, let's bring these ideas into the body, because breathing is the simplest way to open, to release forced self-sufficiency, and to let in the support of life. Let's get ready for our breath of light, always exhaling every and all oxygen in our lungs. Take your first deep breath, inhale, receiving a gentle light entering your chest, a reminder that you are not alone. And exhale, releasing the weight you carry as if dropping a backpack to the ground. Ah. Second breath. Inhale, imagining luminous arms surrounding you with support. Exhale, letting go of the need to prove that you can do it all. Ah. Last breath. Inhale, welcoming the sensation of trust, as if someone were holding your back. Exhale, releasing the hardness of I can do it alone and open space for tenderness. Ah. Stay for a moment, feeling that lightness in your chest, that openness to being supported. Allow yourself to ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you're human, not because you can't, but because you are choosing companionship, and that is also wisdom. Today you can take a small step, recognize your need, open the door, let someone cross that bridge toward you. And you will discover that when you ask, you don't just receive. You also allow others to discover the beauty of giving. May your day be full of those simple gestures of support, reminding you that you don't walk alone and that life always finds ways to hold you if you choose to open to it. Maya Angelou once said, asking for help is telling the world I trust you enough to show you my need. If this whisper resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment. Tell me in what area of your life could you allow yourself to ask for help today. Give it a like so this message can reach more people. Or visit my blog at innerlightpath.substack.com. I'll see you tomorrow here in the Inner Whisper. Looking forward to it. Until then, love deeply, shine brightly, and embrace your journey.